Okay, so after many requests about how do I tumble stuff, I'm going to show you how I tumble my finds, because I tumble a lot of them. Probably too many of them. And I've ruined some stuff in a tumbler, so remember that. There are some detectors that are very anti-tumble. Boy, this thing came right in from the hunt. And when I got in my car, it was 111 degrees. No joke. So let's begin. As you can see, I've got plenty of finds here. And some are, like I found this the other day, but we're gonna, if it'll fit, we'll throw it in there. But all kinds of stuff. We got bottle caps. That's part of a printing plate. With the, whatever. Shotgun shell, head stamps. Buckle. Anyway, we're gonna put it all in there. I'm gonna open up my jug and fill it up, and we'll get started. Those who are wondering, I use these porcelain pellets. So they're ceramic tumbling media. Okay. I got those in there. I've already got some other little bits of metal in there, and we're just gonna fill it up. And we'll come back after I get it all filled up. Now, unfortunately, my railroad spike won't fit in there, but maybe I'll make another video on electrolysis, because I think I may use that on there. But we got everything pretty much in here. This will probably get torn to shreds. I don't even know what it is, but we'll get it to settle in. May not fit in there, actually, when I put the lid on. Let's see here. Well, I think we may be okay. Maybe not. No, we are. Good. If you notice, I'm doing this left-handed and holding the camera with my right. I am very talented. Clearly, if you watch my channel, you already know that. I don't need to be telling you that. That's ridiculous to me. Anyway, I'm going to get this tightened up. We're going to put it in there. I'm an idiot. I forgot water and soap. Okay, I've got everything that I'm going to put in here. I'm going to add a little bit of, just a little bit of soap. No other chemicals, okay? I know some people use CLR and stuff like that, but other chemicals can produce gaseous reactions which may cause your tumbling jug to pop, okay? You do not want to be cleaning up a mess of dirt and metal and tumbling media because you used a chemical. Now, I'm not going to name any names, but I know at least one person watching has had that happen. But no shame. We're here to learn. You know who I know you are. Anyway, we're going to fill this up with water, and I'll be right back. Now, I personally like to use warm water. It doesn't really matter, but we're just going to, and I'm not going to fill it up all the way, but a lot of the way. So, that's probably good for now. We're going to put the lid on it, and then we're going to get it tumbling. Now, make sure when you get your lid on that you tighten it really well, okay? Now, sometimes it'll feel tight, and it isn't. So we're going to make sure that it's good and tight, because we do not want leakage, all right? That's bad. I keep looking over at that railroad spike, man. That thing is so cool. I love finding those. All right, we're pretty good. Set this to the side. Open up our little, get the camera to like follow this in there. Get that in there, like that. I'm gonna shut the door. Did I not get it in there? There we go. Shut the door. There it goes. Now, like I said, I just came in from the hunt. It's terrible. I'm reeking. Just god awful stinking. So I'm gonna go take a shower. I might soak in the bathtub for a while. There is no rush on this stuff. All it is water and Dawn and some ceramic tumbling media. We're just gonna let it turn. Okay, if you've ever tumbled rocks before, that can take days. I will time it though. So I'll let you know how long it's been in, but I'm gonna go get cleaned and presentable. I may even shave, and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm all clean, shaved up, changed hat. Now for the next part, you're gonna need a colander, okay? I've got a big one. I like these big metal ones, but there's, you know, a colander's a colander, all right? Just get what you got. And you're gonna wanna take it outside. So I'm gonna take my barrel out. Go ahead and stop it. By the way, when I started it was 2:48. Now it's a little after 4, so it's been going a little over an hour. Barrel's still warm. We're gonna go dump it, rinse it off. We'll come back and look at it. Now when you remove the lid, you'll see that you'll get this kind of like dirt foam, okay? I'm gonna go dump this and then we'll go from there. Okay, as you can see, we got everything in the colander. Now there's stuff, I didn't know what it was at the time. We'll be able to identify some of it. That's cool, we see some writing on that. Now what I'll do is I'll let this sit here just for a little bit and kind of soak into this towel. Okay, now, and then we'll just sort of, we'll come back and I'll start to pluck pieces out. Now I've got everything pretty much taken out, but one thing you'll notice, if you look at my mixture here, you'll see like pieces of glass. I think that's a piece of a poison bottle. Broken fragments of pottery that I found. And as I come across that stuff, I just leave it in there because it just acts like soft tumbling media. That's actually a piece of milk glass right there, but I don't like to use stuff that's too abrasive. Now, occasionally, if the stuff is like, so this was a lot. This is a lot of stuff, probably too much for my size of barrel. But if there's something you want to tumble more, you can always stick the stuff back in there, run it a little longer. But for my needs, this is all fine. So I divided up like zinc pennies, copper pennies, wheat pennies, quarters, dimes, usual stuff. Look how this, that's pretty cool. It's a piece of a printing plate. There's another piece from the same plate. I'm pretty sure they came from the same area. Lead. Look at these bullets. And just a little stuff that we can go through and take a look at. I got pull tabs here. This was an interesting like junk find, but look at the pattern on that. I think this is actually like a large snuff container. I don't know. We'll see if there's words on it. So that's one of the great things about tumbling, is that you get to find out what it was. Open other end. I'll probably be able to do like a reverse image search for that. Maybe we'll find out what that went to. But basically, from this step, I'll let this sit out and dry. While this dries, I'll put all my media back in my tumbling barrel, and then we'll organize this a little better. One interesting thing while I was going through stuff, this. Now, when I first found it, I thought maybe it was like a stopwatch or whatever. This is actually a Boyce MotoMeter, which was patented in 1912. I'll show a picture of what it looks like. And they were used in conjunction with the like a hood ornament for the radiator. So back in the day, like the hood ornaments used to be like the radiator cap of old cars. And it would allow you to, basically it was a thermometer for your radiator. So that's actually a crazy cool find. And if I hadn't tumbled it, I probably would have never been able to read it. So one of the benefits of tumbling, is it worth anything? No. But it's cool, and now if I ever see one, I know what it is. So I got that knowledge, and you can't take that away from me. This is really sad. I found this today. It's when I saw it, I was like, oh, cool, a bell-shaped, dog tag, rabies vaccine. 1990, I was 19 years old, man. That thing's been in the ground for 27 years. Well, okay. I don't know if it's been in the ground for 27 years, but it's probably been in the ground for 26 years. Anyway, we got everything divided up like how I like it. Copper pennies, wheat pennies, quarters. Basically, I'll go on stuff that I'm going to take pictures of for my like hunt videos. I'll bag that up so that it's all together. But one thing that I have started doing lately is I got this jar of, well, it's an empty jar of protein powder. And what I'm doing, hold on, I'll be right back. Can you see down in there? I'm cleaning my pull tabs and I'm putting them in here. Now it's been so long since I haven't found a gold ring since I started doing this. Now I want you to know that I'm digging the targets. Okay, you want to find gold rings, you dig pull tab targets. Also, we got a visitor. Can you see her down there? Zelda. Yeah, she wants something. Anyway, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so I'm filling this container up with pull tabs for whatever reason. But anyway, this is how I tumble my finds. Now I hope this video has, I don't know if it's even that educational, but if you've thought about getting a tumbler, I will list the tumbler I use and the media I use, I guess in the product section of this video. I think I can do that, so we'll find out. If you don't see anything, I couldn't. But I hope it's helped you. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. I'm very accessible. You can comment on the video, or you can email me at igetthattreasure@gmail.com. And if you just want stickers or swag or anything I have at the time, or to submit a favorite find, or you have questions about tumbling and whatever, or if you just want to say hey and talk about metal detecting, we can do that too. If you get out, I hope you get that treasure. I hope you find some stuff to tumble, and I'm telling you, you'll end up learning stuff from the tumbling table that you didn't expect to. It's a really cool like side quest in the world of metal detecting. So I will see, I don't know when I'm gonna drop this video. So I may see you Monday with a hunt video, may see you Wednesday with a favorite finds. If I don't, I'll see you Friday with a walk and talk, and we'll talk about what's going on the channel. But as always, thank you so much for watching.